Hi guys, welcome back to another video here. In this video guys, I just want to give you an update on Jupiter Mines, which is one of the Australian mining company that I own in my portfolio through a broker called Easy Equities, a local broker here in South Africa. So this mine actually, they own a local mine here in South Africa, which is known as TPN Manganese Mine. The mine is in the Northern Cape. It's mining manganese. So these guys, they own like 49.9% of TPN Manganese Mine, which is almost 50%. And the other half, 50%, it is about to be owned by one of our largest mine here, the major mine here in South Africa, known as Exxaro. They recently spent 11 billion to acquire almost 50% of Intimbi and Manganese Mine. So Intimbi and Manganese Mine now will be owned by two companies, which is Jupiter Mine and also Exxaro. I always wanted to have some ownership in that TP and Manganese Mine, but of course it's not listed on any stock exchange. So I had to buy the ownership, the shares indirectly through owning Jupiter Mines, because Jupiter Mines owns like 49.9%, and the share price is affordable. It's trading below 50 cents. I bought these shares around 19 cents. So Jupiter Mine recently released their preliminary final report for 2025. They did quite well here in terms of the numbers. You can see the share of profit that they received from TP and Manganese. It was 42.5 million in 2025 compared to 40 million in the year of 2024. And they also declaring dividends. They are going to be paying dividends on the 19th of September, and they're going to be paying like 0.75 cents per share to the investors. So it's their second time they paid dividends this year in 2025. So they paid during the first half of 2025, they paid the same amount, which was 0.75 cents a share. And then they are paying again for the second half of 2025, which is the same amount, 0.75 cents a share. And I own over 50,000 shares of this mine, Jupiter Mine, because they own a very, very great asset, which is TP and Manganese. TP and Manganese, it has a huge mineral resource and reserve, which will last for over 100 years. So for the next 100 years, I'm looking forward to be receiving dividends from Jupiter Mines, as they own one of the great quality assets, TP Mine, which has a huge mineral resource and reserve that will last for over 100 years. So what I do now when they pay dividends, normally I don't take the money and withdraw it and use it for my personal needs. I prefer to reinvest the money that they pay for dividends back by buying more shares, because the company is trading around now 23 cents. So the dividends that I will be receiving for the second half of 2025, it will be around 380 Australian dollar. If you convert that into South African rands, it will amount to around 4,000 rand. So which means this year only in 2025, I received around 8,000 rands from the dividends, and my total investment, it was over 100,000 rands. So that's around 6% gain in terms of the dividends that I received. So that's a 6% increase in terms of my profit. I'm receiving around 6% out of my investments just through dividends without accounting the capital appreciation. So it's a good thing to own such a stock that pays dividends consistently. And even though the manganese price is trading at its cyclical lows, they are still paying the dividends because they are owning an asset that is producing manganese at the lowest cost. It's one of the lowest cost producing manganese mine, which is TP Manganese. That's a good thing. You always want to own an asset that is big, that is low cost producing, because it has to survive through all the cycles of the commodity prices, because commodity prices goes into cycles. They go up and they go down, and when they go down, you need to make sure that that company will survive that tough time. It will survive that winter season, because the prices will be down, and if they are not disciplined in terms of their cost, they will be losing a lot of money. They won't be making any profit. They will be running a mine at a loss. So you always want to make sure that the mine, it has low cost and it has a quite good assets in terms of the size and the grade. This is my position here on Easy Equities position of Jupiter Mines. You can see here, currently I am up 22%, excluding dividends. Of course, this year I'm gonna be receiving like over 6% in terms of the profits through dividends. If you add that dividends to this, it goes up to almost 28% in terms of my position. And I bought this thing around 19 cents, my average purchase price, and I invested over 10,000 Australian dollar. And you can see currently now my sum, it's around 12,000 Australian dollar due to the profits that I currently in. Remember, it's open profits. I haven't closed yet the position, and I'm looking forward to hold the stock for a longer period, because the mine, it has quite a longer life in terms of their mineral resource and reserves that they have. So I want to just keep on adding shares so that I can benefit a lot in future when the prices of the manganese recovers and then start going up. When the demand of manganese goes up and then the price will fall, of course, that will mean more profit margins for Jupiter Mines through TP and Manganese Mine, because they'll be making a lot of money when the prices are higher, because they are a low cost producing mine, which is a good thing. So let's just take a look at the price of the Jupiter Mine now, the share price, how it has performed in the past. So the share price of Jupiter Mine, as you can see here on this chart, it's been in a long-term downtrend from around 2019 all the way down here. You can see the price has moved from the left top corner all the way to the right-hand side bottom corner here. That shows you a downtrend. But currently we are recovering, going up a bit. It's more like a dead cat bounce, but who knows, this share price here, in terms of the behavior, it's more correlated to the price of the manganese. So as the price of the manganese goes down, the share price of Jupiter Mines also goes down, because that means less profit for TP and Manganese Mine in the Northern Cape. But when the commodity prices recovers and goes up, the share price also spikes up and follow the direction of the commodity prices. Let me quickly show you the charts of the manganese price. So this is the price of manganese. As you can see here, from 2019 up to 2025, it is similar to the share price of Jupiter Mines. Like I said before, that the price of manganese and the share price of Jupiter Mines, they are correlated. The share price, it follows the direction of the commodity price, because when the commodity price goes up, that means more profits. When it goes down, that means less profits. So am I bullish on manganese in future? Yes, I am bullish on manganese in future, because manganese, it's used in the steel industry, and currently now the steel industry, it's doing quite bad due to the slow Chinese economy. Of course, a lot of steel, it's used in China. The biggest user of the steel industry, or the biggest clients for the steel or iron ore or manganese, it's China. So currently China is not doing quite well, and the demand for the steel industry is quite low. But in the future, of course, that will go up. I believe it will increase. We'll always need steel for the development of countries that are not developed, and also for rehabilitating the infrastructure, because the infrastructure, it does age. At some point, each and every country that is developed already, they have to invest into their country infrastructure, and that will need a lot of steel. So long term, I am bullish on the steel industry. I believe that it will recover, and the only way to make a lot of money in the stock market is to be a contrarian, to buy good companies while everyone is selling, while everyone is ignoring these great companies. Remember, guys, none of my content here is meant for financial advice. And if you are seeking for financial advice, please do consult someone who does that. These videos are only meant for educational purposes only. So please take note of that. If you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe and support the channel to grow. And please share the video so that it can reach people who want to build wealthy through mineral resource stocks. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.